The C30 finally made her way back to the dyno, and it didn't exactly go according to plan. Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name's Chad, and this is my 2008 Volvo C30 project car. This is the video we were supposed to be going to the dyno and finding out just how much power our upper and lower intake manifolds added to our platform, our intake manifolds from Elevate. And, well, things started off okay. We went to the dyno, did our normal check-in, all that, got on the dyno, did a pull. And yeah, we were only making 7 pounds boost, which to anyone who owns these cars, knows anything about these cars, is not what we should be making boost wise. We should be making at least the 14 pounds we made the last time we were at the dyno, and in all honesty, we should have been making something closer to 18 pounds with all of the mods and the tune we have on the car. So 7 pounds is way off what it should be. We put the car on, did a second pull, more of the same, just wasn't making the boost that it should be. So we got the smoke tester out, we put her on the car, and found out we have a boost leak, which explains why our boost is so low, why we're not making really that much power, and so on. The boost leak is coming down from where the intercooler hard pipe meets up with the turbo itself, which was the least of my concerns. In all actuality, when I put the intake manifolds in, I drove the car around afterwards, and we were making low boost, so I went in, I checked all the connections, whether it be at the throttle body, where the intake meets the turbo, all the spots that I was a little 50-50 on as far as connections go. But after driving it, we got back to 14 pounds. We were looking good, so I didn't really think much of it. Turns out we had a completely separate issue. The boost, or the intake hard pipe, I'm sorry, the intercooler hard pipe, which is something I at no point thought was going to be an issue whatsoever, was actually the culprit. So I brought the car into the shop to try and figure out the problem. I couldn't see anything really obviously wrong. I tightened some of the clamps down, adjusted some of the clamps, and so on, and that did nothing for us. We were still only getting 7 pounds of boost, which is really disheartening. I don't know any other way to put it. We should have been making much more in terms of boost, and we're just not there. Unfortunately, time is not really a commodity I have in abundance at the moment. So while I'd love to disassemble everything, take everything apart, figure it out on my own, get to the bottom of this, it's unfortunately just not feasible for the next few weeks for me. So I had to tap out. I have to take it to our friends down at Long Valley Auto Works. Hopefully they can figure out the problem and we can move forward, because I hate moving backwards. It's just, we all hate that stuff, but it definitely it gets under my skin in a big way. So I'm sorry guys, I had hoped to kind of have a video here where we made X amount of power with our new Elevate intake manifolds. Everything's good to go. We're gonna start taking her to the track, blah, 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 go from there. Or, hey, we're still a little low on boost. We gotta check out our tune, or basically something where the car's moving in a forward direction, not backtracking on parts I installed months ago. So I'm sorry if this video wasn't exactly what you were expecting. I'm sorry if it's a little on the short side. Believe you me, it's not what I wanted. It's not the exact content I wanted to bring you guys, but such is project cars. They don't like being linear. They always throw a curveball at you, and unfortunately we have to take this one in stride, figure it out, and hopefully next time we're going to be moving forward with hopefully a trip to the dyno or our new suspension or so on. So yeah, that's unfortunately it for this one, guys. If you like shifting lanes, like what we're doing, consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you haven't, hit that notification bell. That way you get all of Shifting Lanes' content as we release it, so you don't really ever miss anything. And we got my C30, Hanson's S60R, Greg's V70R, and our brand new baby, a Volvo 240 station wagon. I can't wait to see what that thing can do, because those cars are a special kind of simplistic Swedish awesome, and we're just getting started with her. If you want to find Shifting Lanes on social media, it's at Shifting Lanes. If you want to find me on social media, hit me up, talk Volvos, cars, whatever. I'm at Chennedy83. But for this one, guys, it's not what I wanted, but it is a wrap. So I'll catch you next time.